Hi, second graders. Today we're working on day 3. Write 3 goals. The objective is I can identify goals to make me a better writer. Yesterday, we looked at some examples of nonfiction writing, and we made a list of important features that are in nonfiction writing. So in this nonfiction writing unit, you are going to learn how to write a nonfiction report. Turn to page 4 in your black folder. The teachers have made a checklist that lists what makes a good opinion paragraph. It says, I wrote an introduction paragraph. I wrote a conclusion paragraph. My nonfiction book is organized into paragraphs on different topics. Every section on a topic has a heading. I started a new line and indented at the beginning of each paragraph. I used expert nouns and verbs. I used adjectives. Every paragraph on a topic has a topic sentence, details, and a concluding sentence. I put a period, exclamation point, or question mark at the end of every sentence. I used correct capitalization at the beginning of every sentence. And I used neat handwriting. Okay, so these are the features that I want to make sure that I remember to add into my nonfiction writing. On the first day, you guys wrote your pre-assessment. So I'm going to pull out my pre-assessment and reread that and then figure out what things did I include from this nonfiction checklist and what things I need to work on. So let's see, let me reread my paragraph. Have you ever taken a picture on a camera? I have. It's one of my favorite things to do. When you take pictures, you'll need some supplies. First, you'll need a camera. Then, depending on the type of camera you have, you may need film, an external flash, a tripod, or even extra lenses. You should always have a safe place to store your camera when you're not using it so you can keep it protected. When you take pictures, you have to think about your subject or what you're taking a picture of. You have to decide if you want your subject to be far away or up close in the frame. The frame is the boundary of what's captured when you take a picture. Taking pictures is a great way to remember places you've been and people you've met. You can also take pictures and give your photos away to friends and family. Go start taking pictures today. Okay, so I want to go back and look at my checklist. And let's see. Now, in what I wrote for my pre-assessment, it is teaching. It's teaching about photography. So that's nonfiction writing. But let's see. Let me go through this checklist. Did I write an introduction paragraph? Uh-oh, I did not. I wrote an introduction sentence, but I didn't write an introduction paragraph. I wrote a conclusion paragraph. I did not. I wrote a conclusion sentence, but not a whole paragraph. Wow. My nonfiction book is organized into paragraphs on different topics. Nope. It is all put into one paragraph. Every section on a topic has a heading. I did not do that. I started a new line and indented at the beginning of each paragraph. I indented, but I only have one paragraph, so kind of. I'm going to put a squiggly line, kind of. I used expert nouns and verbs. I did have some expert nouns, like film and flash and tripod and lenses. Don't think I had any expert verbs, though. So, kind of. I used adjectives. I don't think I described these things, so no. So I need to work on the verbs. That's the one. I got the nouns. Let's see. Every paragraph on a topic has a topic sentence, details, and concluding sentence. Well, because I didn't have different paragraphs, I did not. But I do know, so I remember learning from our opinion lessons that a paragraph has a topic sentence, has supporting details, and a concluding sentence. So I know what needs to go into a paragraph. I'll just next time need to remember to put my sort of subtopics into my writing. into their own paragraph. I put a period, exclamation point, or question mark at the end of every sentence. Looking back, I think I did pretty well with that. Yep. And use correct capitalization. Yes, I did. I can see at the end of my sentence, the next letter is capitalized. Yes. And use neat handwriting. I'd say so. Okay, so now looking back, I need to make some goals based off of what I'm seeing here and also thinking about just myself as a writer. So the goal of this is to be able to think of some goals to be able to help you become a better writer. Maybe you're already working on something like using neat handwriting or checking your spelling before saying I'm done. So you might already be working on some goals that you can definitely add into your writing, into your goal sheet, which we'll get to next on page 6. I'm looking at my checklist though. There's quite a few things that I did not include, but we also haven't taught this yet, so keep that in mind. Be kind to yourself here. Okay, so I think for my goals, looking back at my checklist, I'm going to say for my first goal, I wrote these ahead of time so you wouldn't have to watch me write them. I said I will write separate paragraphs about each subtopic and include an introduction paragraph and a conclusion paragraph. That's the big part that I missed. So I will remember to do that next time. My next goal will be I will use adjectives in my writing. I can definitely use some work on that, so I'll get some practice. And I will use expert verbs in my writing. That's something I can get some practice on as well in these next lessons. All right, so students, your goal today for your independent work time, or your job today, doing your independent work time, is to look through your pre-assessment and use the checklist to see what you did or did not include in your writing. Now remember, be kind to yourself. This is the pre-assessment, and we haven't taught you how to write an opinion paragraph yet. And then you're going to turn to page 6 and write out your 3 goals for yourself that you think will help you become a better writer.